Hello everybody, Patricia here at the Weeping Willow. Well, I wanted to give you a tour of our fifth wheel, all the ins and outs and things that we do to make this a home and to live in. So let's get started. I'm going to turn you around. Okay, let me back up here. This is our bedroom. It's usually way more beautiful when I've got a bedspread on it that comes all the way down to the floor. But with our new electric blanket, it will not stay on. It just keeps sliding off into the floor. But anyway, yes, we do have lots of pillows on our bed because we sit up at night and watch TV. So it's like being in a great big recliner. This is my side of the bed, my nightstand. I got a couple of drawers here, so I've got storage space. And yes, that's my CPAP machine and my jug of water I have to use. Okay, that's Steve's side of the bed over there. He hates it because he doesn't have a nightstand. Well, he doesn't deserve a nightstand because when he has a nightstand, it is literally covered up with stuff. And Lord help us if he has a drawer in that nightstand. Anyway, so this is the closet. That's Steve's side of the closet. Let me turn the light on. Okay, that's Steve's side of the closet. It's got summer and winter clothes in there. So that's not a lot. You look down, you see his guitar case and all of that. Okay, this is my side of the closet. Up there in the top is my mandolin. Y'all, in behind these clothes, we've got guitars, mandolins, and fiddles. So we have a lot of musical instruments in here. And that is our dirty clothes hamper. He goes right here in front of this closet. And I'm going to show you this closet because it's awesome. Okay. There is our washing machine. I don't have a dryer in here, but we do have an outdoor container. It's got our washer and dryer. It's got a side-by-side refrigerator, big. It's got 2 deep freezes. It's got shelves for extra pots and pans and cooking utensils and canned goods and all those things that's extra. And we just wash the clothes in here, and then Steve takes them outside for me. Okay, so let me back up here. Okay, we've got a fireplace, and above that fireplace is a cabinet, and it's Steve's. I'll let you see. Inside, he keeps like his sleeping pants and his sweatpants in there. You know, when you live in an RV, you don't need tons of clothes. We need a clock, because when we wake up in the night, we like to know what time it is. And then down below all of that, you can see we've got 8 drawers. So we have room for everything. Socks, underwear, and extra. I have hair things in one. Steve's got shaving stuff in one, you know, our personal stuff. And then that little blue box right there is my makeup. And then this is a medicine. All different kinds of medicines and antibiotics and things like that we might need. And then up above is my side of it. Underneath the bed is storage also, but I don't use that. Okay, so here's our bathroom. We back up so you can see that's our shower and our medicine cabinet, our sink. Underneath here, I do keep it full of cleaning supplies. Sewer treatment for our black tank, extra toilet paper, There's our potty. Here is the inside of our shower. Now, I don't set stuff up here on these shelves because I have found if it sits there too long, it makes it kind of discolor, kind of turns yellowy, and I don't like that. So, I hung these holders up, and that's where we hang, you know, our shampoo and our scrubbers and soaps and razors and stuff. But how I did it is I used that right there, that shower hooks from an old shower curtain rod, and they just snap easily right over top, and then you can hang these things and they are secure. They're not going to go anywhere. Okay, now I like to hang my towels up when I get done taking a shower, and so I did the same thing. I put my shower curtain hooks backwards. Let me show you what they kind of look like that, and then I can hang our towels on there, and there's our bathrobes are right there. Now this down here, that little blue thing, I get those at the Dollar General. They are $1 each, and what they do is they absorb the extra moisture, because when you're living in a camper, you don't want a lot of moisture because it causes mold. Now up here in the ceiling, we've got a vent, and you can open it and push a button and turn on the fan. But it's just plastic, as you can see right there. And so, you know, you lose a lot of heat or air. And so I like to put these things in there. They're vent covers, and you can get them off of Amazon. I think I paid like, I don't know, maybe $20 at the most for those. And I got 2 of them because I have 2 vents. Okay, so in my bedroom also, I've got a bedroom door. Let me back up. So, now, I've got that door, and I've got this one that goes into my bathroom. So if we do have guests and we want privacy, we can go to the bathroom from our bedroom, and we can shut that door that goes down the hallway. Okay, now, so this goes down to the main part of our camper. But right here, I don't know if you can see that really good, but it's a great linen closet. I've got my extra blankets, my extra towels, washcloths, and anything else that I want to stuff in that hole. Now here is another door, and it also goes into our bathroom. So you can go in one door and out one door. I'm going to back up and show you these handrails because I love them. Right there's one, and right there. They are awesome. I laughed about it when I got this camper. I said, these would be great when I get old. Little did I know, the next year I would be using them every time I go up and down the steps. So I guess I got old in a year. And right there on the steps, that's where we keep our extra pop. Okay, here's our refrigerator. It's like a side-by-side. Let me show you inside of it. And if you have not used these little turntables, these are great inside any refrigerator. So you don't always have to dig back there and find those jars. I got them for, I think, a couple of dollars at the Dollar General. I love them. I love them. Even if I didn't live in a camper, I'd still use them. And then our freezer, yeah, you can tell we like chili. Chili and ice cream. We got it all going on in there. Okay, now, we got this island right here. And it had a place for your wine. But I canned tomatoes last summer, and I've got my canned tomatoes stay in those holes. I was able to get 2 jars in there, one from each side. It's got drawers that I use for all kinds of things. My big utensil drawer. Got my silverware drawers. Oh, and I don't really use my oven all that much, although it does work and I have used it. But I have this right here. It's a convection oven microwave. I love it. You can do anything in this that you can do in a regular oven and in a shorter amount of time. You just need to turn your temperature down about 20 degrees. So anyway, that's a place that I keep our bread until I need it or if I need to cook something. But I love this convection oven. So since I have that and it doesn't use propane like my stove does, here's what I use my oven for. I got my skillets. I got my Pioneer Woman 9x13 cake pan. I've got my extra lid. And this blue thing is what I put my casseroles in if I'm going to a dinner somewhere and I want to take something hot. Our camper's got this tile back here. And it's real tile. I think it's pretty. And there's all the stuff that I keep back there. Then I've got cabinets above the microwave. And then our upper cabinets, I got my bowls, my plates, my pie pan, and my glasses. And then over here, I have a roundabout spice rack and my coffee, salt and pepper. And here, my husband makes coffee right here every morning. And this is our countertop ice maker. If you use ice, this is a must-have. I love, love, love it. And it does it so fast. And our little canister that we put our coffee in. Okay. This end of the bar. And I've got my canister sets there and my cutting boards. And then here's the other side of that wine rack that I have some canned tomatoes in. And I wanted to show you what I do with my spices. I cook a lot. I like to cook, but I need a lot of spices. And so I have these plastic drawers, got them at Walmart, and you just open them up and you got your spices in there. And all the way down. So I do have a lot of spices. So if you live in an RV, this is an excellent place. And down below is my air fryer. I don't use it real often, but I do use it and I don't want to have to send Steve out to the outdoor kitchen every time I want it. So I stack those on top. Okay, so here's a cupboard. Got lots of stuff in it. This is full of everything. This is kind of a catch-all. It's got our stuff that you scrape your windows with, and gloves, umbrella, extra extension cords, and plus all the brain to our camper is there. Now over here, we have another pantry. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So as you can see, we have plenty to eat in here. That was scary, wasn't it? Okay. And then there's cabinets up above. And it's full of all kinds of good food too. And then here is our dining room. If you live in a camper, I talked to you about that moisture is not your friend. So this right here, I bought that, and it changes colors as it is on, it's operating. It goes from blue to green to red to clear. But anyway, it sucks out the moisture. So you just empty the tray and put it right back in there, and you are good to go. And it's real important to control the moisture. Oh, I forgot to show you something. Hold on. Go right back over here. This little thing, I don't even remember what it's called, but I got it from Amazon, and you can probably see that it's changing colors too as it swirls. But I just got water in it, and I put some lemon zest oil that I got off Amazon. I just shake it in there so it's going green now. But immediately it starts spraying out the most beautiful aroma. Of course, I love to burn candles, but that right there smells so good, so quick. And you can put whatever kind of fragrance in there that you want to. Some people put those stoppable little granules that you put in your washing machine in there. Okay, so now our living room, our TV, our fireplace. Right here is where I keep my cookbooks. And of course, there's storage up top and down below. And then over here, I'll see if I can get a close-up of my light. It doesn't really do it justice, but it's really pretty. I got it at a flea market on one of our trips one time. Anyway, up above, storage. Down below, storage. Down below is where I keep our games, our cards, our marbles, Yahtzee, things like that. There is Steve's blanket. It's electric. I bought it for him right around Christmas time. And this is where he always sits. This is a double recliner, and it'll lay almost flat. It doesn't make a bed, but it's very, very almost a bed. Okay. And then over here, this is my nook, where I do most of my watching TV and sitting. It's a rocker recliner. And in that basket that's under the pillows is where I keep my important papers, my bills and things that I have to pay. And then that's my little blanket down there too. Now all these windows came with wooden little mini blinds, and they're great. But with it kind of being winter, I wanted something over the windows to kind of block it. So I ordered these velvet, they're kind of a goldish velvet curtains from Amazon, and put them in. I used shower curtain rods on the long windows, and then on those little narrow windows, I used an extension spring rod. So it worked out perfect. So I don't have any on these yet, but I have them. I just haven't put them up. But it goes a long ways with blocking the cool air and also, the hot air in the summer. I'll kind of shut this so you can see what the little mini blinds look like. But yeah, they're nice. Now, I look right out at my window, and I can see my mom and dad's house. Mama went to town today, so their car ain't over there. And there is my little bug, my little Volkswagen. Let's see. Trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to tell you. Oh, that rug. Isn't that cool? It came with our camper, and I liked it, so I kept it. Oh, I was going to show you my ceiling fan over here. It's bright, isn't it? Makes it very, very bright in here. And then, of course, we have a heater, that little electric heater. We've got central heat and central air. But whenever it's super, super cold, we open our cabinet doors and we set that heater on top of that little stool that holds up my trash can. And we open underneath the kitchen sink and put that heater toward it. And that's how we keep our pipes from freezing and busting. So we just put it on a slow drip on the cold side. Make sure that our cabinet doors are open. And then in the bathroom, we do the same thing. We just leave the cabinet doors open under the sink. Put the cold on a slow water drip. And we don't put a heater in there. Of course, it's got a vent in there and it gets really hot. But we do use this electric heat underneath the kitchen sink. I did get some of that silver reflective stuff that I had seen on one of the videos. It said to put it underneath your sink along the walls to kind of insulate it. So I bought some. I'm going to put it up. I just haven't done it yet. And here's the light that's above our little bar. This bar is a catch-all. It literally catches everything. I'm constantly cleaning it off, as well as the kitchen table. So it don't always look like it does right now. I cleaned it up so it wouldn't look trashy when y'all saw it. Anyway, so that is our little home. This is where we live, and we love it. We absolutely love it. I'm looking forward to spring so we can get outside and do stuff. I want to get back working on our bottle shack out there. And it's been so nice and warm, but I hadn't wanted to drag that stuff out, you know, with it still being technically winter. So when spring comes, we'll get back to that, and we'll try to video that. And also, I want to go out and video our little, I call it our outdoor kitchen, but it's really not a kitchen. It's like a utility container. That's what I told you. It's got the washer, the dryer, the deep freeze, the refrigerator, extra storage. Anyway, okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the tour of our little camper. Oh, I was going to show you one more thing. Underneath our kitchen sink. Let's see, we turn you around. Okay, I found these little square stackable plastic things, like a little shelf, somewhere years ago, and I've had them for a long time. But I put these little plastic tubs in there that I got from the Dollar Tree. I've got my trash bags in one. I can just pull them out. Up there, I've got like my Dawn dishwashing liquid, my cleaning stuff, my dusting stuff. Anyway, so that's kind of what's going on underneath my kitchen sink. So when you've got a little space, you learn how to use that little space the best that you can. And I find that I have everything that I need. Anyhow, I love it. So I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go live in a little while, and I'm going to cut Steve's hair. He looks like Clem Cadiddlehopper, if you know who Clem Cadiddlehopper is. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.